Hi, what's up, you guys? It's Shane. Welcome back to another speed build. Today we're doing something a little different. We are doing a shell challenge by Lilsimsie. Uh, this was for her St. Jude month. So for this, I saw the shape and I instantly went, I want to build a wizard's keep. So I was pretty determined on that, which helps save time on roofing. I do go ahead and there is going to be another video where I do the same shell, but instead I'm building a house, like a suburban kind of house in San Sequoia. I built this one in Windenburg, on the, I don't remember what lot. It's one of the bigger lots in the world, because I wanted to really surround this place with like trees. But you'll see here I start placing windows, and remember, hey Shane, you gotta do some floor planning. You gotta figure out where you want your stairs before you start placing windows. Otherwise, you're gonna be kicking yourself later. So I had a lot of fun doing the two different builds, because of the fact that like I did two very different builds with this. I did the Wizard's Keep, in which it's just one person living in this house, so I didn't really have to worry about it. And then I had um of course the bigger family home where the floor plan is a mess. Like I'm gonna say it now, like the floor plan is just awkward. But we are going to go ahead and run through this speed build. uh yeah, I don't know what to yap about. I'm getting ready to move, so I'm packing and I'm doing this between things. um I just want to make sure I get this video done. um but you can see I'm here, like I'm messing with stuff. I'm doing a bunch of decorating. Um, but I had a lot of fun building this. Like, it was very different. I haven't built a medieval type castle in a while. It did convince one of my friends that they should get this kit, the castle estate kit, which I use heavily in this, because it just turned out so dope when I was showing them. Because I was like, look how cool this is. I spend so long putting like decorations on the outside of this and just trying to make it look like it's a little bit overgrown. And let me be honest, I built a Wizard's Keep because right now I'm so obsessed with Baldur's Gate and with Gale. And I just wanted to build like Gale a nice little like castle for him to live in. I didn't actually build it for Gale, I just built it for a generic wizard, but you know, and this isn't a limited pack build. I go a little crazy. I know I use a lot of cottage living. I use a lot of the castle estate. I use realm of magic. I use so many things. Um, but by the time this is going up, it's way after the shell challenge has ended. Um, but I thought I would still show you guys, anyways, that like, look, I do partake in fun challenges that YouTubers set out to do. I don't know what's going on with the stairs and why it's glitching through the wall like that, but YOLO. Um, Sorry, I'm saying a lot. I didn't really come into this prepared with something to yap about. I guess I could tell you about the book I'm reading, which is I'm going through the kitchen or the House Witch series by Delamont, which is so cute. Like, some people, they don't like it because the pacing is a little bit different, or like it's not like your typical fantasy. It's so cozy though, and I've just fallen absolutely in love with the world and the characters. I'm currently on the third book, and I don't want to spoil anything, but oh my gosh, it's just so cute. It's definitely convinced me to read Delamont's other books, which they have another series that's connected to this, and then um, the whole world's like connected in all their books, which is nice. Um, you're gonna see me do a lot of landscaping and just go absolutely off with it. Like, I'm holding that shift key so I can just like paint the ground with some like wild grass. Um, and then I like mess around with trees. I'm trying to match the trees to the world. Um, this took me so long to do. Like, in reality, just doing this like foresty area and figuring out how to make it look okay took a while. I also like hid a wishing well in here because I thought that was like cool and magical. It doesn't look like it took a while, but like I just like I don't know. At some point, I gave up. I don't know if it actually looks good or if I've like gaslit into myself into thinking it looks good. Um, oops, I have an alarm going off, telling me to wake up. Um, but like I threw some rocks around the world. I threw the wishing well back there because I thought like that's like a nice spooky thing. Like, oh, maybe if you have a sim come to the slot, like they could co-find it. I don't know. I don't know. I had a lot of fun. It was a different type of build for me to do, and I haven't done one of these in a while. Um, what else can I talk about? I could talk more about the House Witch, but I don't want to spoil that for people because it's a good series, and I do recommend it if you're looking for something a little cozier to read. Um, I'm still watching Bones. I'm still like slogging through Bones. Maybe by the time like this goes up, I'm through it, but I don't know. And slogging through isn't fair. It's a fun series. I do enjoy it. This kitchen, figuring out what I wanted to do in here was crazy, and I don't know why I decided that I had to make this work off the grid. If you wanted to, but I did. So like, if you wanted to like have a wizard that doesn't have any like electricity or power or anything, you could definitely tell that story. But yeah, it this was very different. I don't typically do off the grid builds. I don't typically do like these. I do a lot of house builds, and then like as you guys have seen, I've been doing a lot of community lots. So this was a nice change up for me, like a nice like thing to tell a different kind of story, to tell something a little bit more magical. Um, I did struggle with decorating this because it is a rather big kitchen. So I just like threw in some stuff from like the kitchen clutter kit that we just got. Not just got by the time this comes out. I'm sure we have like 5 other packs that have come out. Um, but yeah, I just like threw it together. This front area was so weird to do because I didn't know what to do with it. Um, I go back and forth a lot on what to do. I end up creating like a nook right there for like crystal creations, and then like the rest of it I end up doing like a reading nook and some other stuff, as you'll see in the video. I thought about putting like a typewriter, making this like an office space, but I decided no, I'll have a study upstairs, or there a study upstairs. Of course I said his because I'm still thinking about my beloved Gale from Baldur's Gate, Gale of Waterdeep. I know it's like a divisive opinion to like Gale from Baldur's Gate, but um it is what it is. I created a little fake wall using those bookcases. I just threw down a bench, and then I think I ended up using the rug from Vampire Sized Up in here to create like a nice little walkway down the center. Do 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 do. Yeah, and we're getting close to the end of the video, but as you can see now, I'm starting on the study area, and I wanted to do like a separate area for their potions, and if they want to make mac and cheese upstairs, they could. I do end up throwing in some cat stuff because I think wizards and cats go hand in hand. Then again, I could be thinking of Gale again. Not to be a simp on Maine, but yeah. I also gave them a crow because I thought that would be a really fun touch from Life and Death. But I gave them a crystal ball to scry into on their desk instead of the internet, because I thought that was neat. It's just I had so much fun building this. Like, you have no idea. It was so different, so neat to do. It made me think a little bit more, especially like this bedroom. Like what was I gonna put in here? Like, really. But yeah, no, this is another like shorter video, and we're gonna jump into tour in just a minute. But you know, I just wanted to get this started and going, so I did go in and add a crystal charging pad on the balcony as well. So I hope you guys like that touch as well. How much longer do we have in this? We have a couple more minutes or a couple more seconds. But on that note, I will go ahead and jump into tour and see you guys when we get there. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into game in just a second. I am doing this as a voiceover this time. So when you first load in, you have this beautiful forested lot and the Wizard's Keep, where we are going to go ahead and head inside. Isn't she pretty? Where you have the entryway and the reading nook, a little gem area, um, the kitchen, which I love the diagonal table. I like how it's a little skewed. It makes it seem like it's lived in. Um, you have the hall bath, and I go ahead and do walls up for you guys in a second so you guys can see like that. I kept the wall decoration kind of simple because I'm thinking like the wizard doesn't care to decorate as much. And then you come up here to the landing where you have a little kitty area and a nice little decorated area. And then you have the hall bath and the bedroom, which I think turned out pretty nice. And then out on the balcony, you have the telescope and a nice little sitting area. And I went ahead and put a gem charging station out there. I don't know if it works where I put it, but fingers crossed it does. Um, and then moving forward, you have the study and the potions area where your wizard can scry. And of course, if you download this build from the gallery, you can go ahead and change that scrying ball to a computer. But that brings us to the end of the video. So leave a like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think. All right, bye.